Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dalia Lasaite, and I'm a co-founder and CEO of CGTrader. So today, as Rachel introduced, we'll be talking about trends and opportunities in 3D visualization. I'll touch a little bit about what opportunities we are seeing from our experience and what does it mean for designers globally, as well as what new technology-enabled trends are emerging. So before we start, briefly, I would like to say a few words about CGTrader. For those of you who might not have encountered us, CGTrader is an online platform where you can buy, sell, and share 3D models, as well as order custom 3D modeling jobs. And our vision is to help and change how people use and access 3D content to transform how they experience everything. We work in a variety of industries, such as gaming, 3D printing, animation, augmented and virtual reality, and more recently, e-commerce. And in terms of volumes, we are the largest source of purchasable 3D content in the world. We have 800,000 3D models on offer, and our community consists of 2 million users that are coming from all over the world. Now, the trends that we are seeing can be summarized with one statement. This is democratization of 3D visualization. There is a lot of growth in demand for 3D content, and we are seeing that in our marketplace. However, what is interesting is that a lot of that demand is coming from companies that have never used 3D before. Let me share a few examples here. For example, graphic designers, 2D designers, typically wouldn't use 3D because it's very, very complex, and the software packages are very difficult to learn. More recently, there is new software packages like Adobe Dimension, who enable just to import a 3D model into it and rotate it and render it and use it for your 2D design. Another example is computer vision companies that are simulating the world to train their computer vision algorithms. It used to be very expensive to actually generate large volumes of data by filming or taking pictures, and then have a lot of workforce to label it to make sure that you teach your algorithms correctly. More recently, AI companies increasingly use simulation to simulate edge cases and to reduce costs. For example, if you are training a self-driving algorithm and you want a self-driving car algorithm and you want to show a case of an alligator coming to a road, it's very rarely that you will encounter it in real life, but you can do it with 3D. Of course, we all know about the proliferation of lower cost 3D printers, as well as the developments in game engines. At the moment, game engines are virtually free at an entry level, so anyone with an idea can start building a game or an experience. And even social networks like Facebook and Snap have been investing in 3D tools that they have never done before. And they are used to create augmented reality filters for Facebook and Snapchat. And you can just import a 3D model into their tools and use it there. That's another class of creatives that are using these tools to create these experiences. Of course, there is a lot of technology that enabled some of these trends. For example, last year, as you probably all know, Apple announced the AR Kit and Google did the AR Core, which means that you can use augmented reality in your phone without an application. For consumers, this is a massive change because typically consumers like to have as little friction as possible, and this has seen a lot of adoption in e-commerce. So e-commerce is another type of companies that historically didn't use much 3D, but now are really investing in this area. And I would like to spend a little bit more time on this example because we believe this is one of the biggest growth opportunities for 3D content. So probably most of you know what augmented reality is, right? You place a sofa, a speaker, phones, or a kitchen appliance in your home, and you can actually see how it looks and how it fits your interior. And some of you might also be familiar with some early adopters of this technology, like IKEA, who launched their AR app back in 2012. So with the IKEA app, some of you probably have used it. It's very simple to just look how a product would look in your home. You can, it's accurate up to millimeters. You can really size it and see it, how it looks in your room. You can walk around and look, evaluate the quality and fit. And it has been proven that augmented reality in e-commerce for categories like furniture and home decor increases sales. So it's a massive implication, which means that a lot of retailers are moving to 3D to generate 3D models of their products. In general, augmented reality market opportunity is huge. We are still at the beginning of it, and it will, eventually reach billions of dollars. However, if you look at the challenge retailers are facing, they have the technology, AR kit, to develop these augmented reality experiences, but the biggest bottleneck is 3D content. Some of the e-commerce companies and retailers have, thousands and millions of products, and they need to convert them to 3D. Sometimes they only have images. Sometimes they only have one image if, let's say, they are not selling their own products, but someone else's. So there is a lot of demand in this area, and we do a lot of work there. So now I would like to talk a little bit about what does it mean to you. So as Rachel asked in the beginning, many of you are 3D designers, so hopefully this will be relevant. And I will talk from a context of online 3D model marketplace, because that's where we, of course, have the most experience. So in terms of opportunity for 3D designers, I would say there are 3 types of opportunities that you can take advantage of and take advantage of these trends that I mentioned as well. So the first one is monetize, meaning sell your 3D models or create 3D models that are available, that are in demand. On CGTrader, we have 1 million searches per month, so of course there's a lot of demand for different type of 3D models. And we also regularly provide information and direction for designers, what categories are needed. At the moment, we are seeing that there's a lot of demand for human character 3D models, as well as space is a category that always lacks 3D models. It's been year over year over year. So if you are really a spaceship designer or you are fond of space, please join our community and marketplace. You can make a lot of money there. In general, if you upload at least 5 models to CGTrader, you will get access to a tool where you can see what is in demand on our platform at all times. So you can really build your strategy around that. A few other words about what sells best. So PBR 3D models are selling much better than anything else on the marketplace. If you are a designer who is familiar with the PBR workflow, I encourage you to, again, monetize your 3D models. In general, low poly models are also getting a lot of traction because of gaming and augmented reality and virtual reality markets. And of course, let's please also note that these models are often used by people who are maybe not as skilled as you guys. So therefore, the more formats you provide and the more easy to use they are, the better. Of course, the main question that we get is how much money can we make? So this is a kind of an abstract answer, how we look at it. We measure the sales on the marketplace by liquidity rate, which is number of sales per month divided by number of models from that designer. And this liquidity rate ranges widely. It can range from 1% to 300%, which depends on the quality of the models, the presentation of the models, the demand for the models, and so on. So if you're interested, you can see some kind of ranges, what you can expect to make. Of course, we always recommend upload as many models as possible. So that's about monetizing your models. Then we also provide freelance opportunities. We are very designer focused, so we take just 5% commission, trying to be very designer friendly. And there are several approaches how you can work. So on CGTrader, the platform is completely open. So you can talk directly to the customers, and very often the designers who work successfully, they can continue that collaboration going forward. Or you can also apply to be a designer partner, which is it's a set of qualified 3D designers who work with Fortune 500 companies. In that case, the service we provide to the quality. So for them, it's actually very, very convenient that we are a platform which provides the guarantee and works with top designers from all over the world. So for you, again, this is an opportunity to work on some very, very interesting projects. And as a matter of fact, we are looking for designers who are working with augmented reality for e-commerce, PBR models, and limits on polygon count. Finally, the other opportunity that is also available to designers is buying and modifying 3D models that are existing. And I think that what most designers want is to spend their time at the most interesting tasks. So what we are trying to help them with is to take out the mundane. Do not design the same things that have been designed before. Focus on things that really matter and make an impact to your projects. So if there is a relevant project, we definitely recommend to consider getting 3D models from the marketplace. There are a few examples on how people have used this, just a few from our community. For example, 3D Lunatic from Canada has used the platform to buy a lot of screws, right? So he's building a product that is 3D printed, but instead of designing every single part himself, he is buying a set of screws that he can reuse. Other cases in visualization are quite common. I am sure you're familiar. So some designers are able to scale their studio in a much broader capacity because they are able to use 3D models and then deliver more and high quality work. So these are the main trends I wanted to cover. And there are, of course, a lot of technological opportunities, as well as we are focused on bringing these opportunities to 3D designers as well. If you have any questions or if you are interested in any part of it, please get in touch with us. And thank you very much for your attention.